Hello, and welcome to the latest video of Biktá Sensei no Jogyo. The new school year is about to start, so I wanted to focus this video on specific things that new ALTs could do to grow bonds with the students. With the new school year, a bunch of ALTs are about to start teaching for the first time. Not only that, but even some old ALTs, chances are they're going to be moved to new schools, and they have to basically grow new bonds with new students. So this video, I want to focus on different things you could do to grow bonds with your students. Because overall, the quicker you grow bonds with your students, the more likely they are to enjoy your English class and participate in your classes. So first of all, I wanted to focus on different things you could do while you're actually teaching a lesson. Firstly, something I really highly recommend is for people to create passports. For those of you that don't know, English passports are usually this piece of paper that has spaces where you could either store stickers or stamps or any kind of incentives that you want to give your students. And these incentives obviously work really good and encourages them to take part in your English lessons. And they're very useful because not only do they bribe kids, but the kids also are really excited about stickers and stamps and other stuff. So the passport is pretty easy. You just create a basic layout and you just fold it in the shape of a passport. So it has a front, a back, and then the inside. So for the inside, I have spaces for the kids to draw a picture. They could draw their own face or they could draw whatever they want. It's kind of like, a passport has regular pictures. And then I also have spaces for them to write their name, the age, birthday, their favorite food, hobbies, and stuff. So right here is the sticker space, and this is where every time the kids participate or answer a question or any other reason I want to give them a sticker, I give them a sticker and then they could place their stickers here. Once they get a row full of stickers, I give them a stamp. You could do it the other way because stickers cost more, so you could just do stamp, 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 and then a sticker. The last incentives I have with my passports are if they fill the whole passport of stickers and stamps, in the back I sign my name, and I also have my own name stamp, which is called a hanko, and I'll put the hanko right there. So this is the basic format of my passports, but to be honest, anything works. This is the passports I created, and I drew Pokemon on it because children love Pokemon. So this is also very visually appealing for the students. Another thing I recommend is bringing and using props that the kids really love. For instance, I use my Yoshi egg, and this Yoshi egg is really easy because it could be used as a passing tool, or it could be used for different other reasons. And it's Yoshi egg, so the kids really love Yoshi egg. I've also created tokens, which represent a coin, and the kids are very familiar with this coin, so they get really excited about these coins. So any kind of props and tools that you want to use in class that the kids really like, or that the kids recognize, I recommend you using. Even though the classroom setting is a good time to form bonds with your students, I think the best time and the most opportunity you have to create bonds with students is outside of classroom. The kids only see you as a teacher, but outside of the classroom setting, they could see you as a friend. So it's very important to interact with your students outside of the classroom, and that way you form bonds. One thing I've done is I like sketching. Once my students found out that I like sketching, they asked me to draw sketches for them. So I just draw different Pokemon sketches that the kids really like. It takes a little bit of time, but it really helps because the kids get excited and you did something for them, so they're grateful. So just different little Pokemon sketches, or different sketches in general that the kids really like. But let's face it, I could sort of sketch, but I'm not a great artist or anything. So other things you could do is join clubs, activities, or classes with the students. I know during my free time, I used to walk around the school, and if there was a cooking class or a PE class going on, I would just stand in the background, and then the teacher will usually invite me, or I'll ask the teacher if I could join their class. And it's really good because you get to see the kids learning other stuff besides English, and the kids get really excited to see you in a setting other than your English class. In middle schools and high schools, there are obviously different clubs, so I recommend you watching and observing different clubs, and if you're really interested, join a club. Elementary schools have clubs too, but they happen less frequently. It's usually every other week, but they also have different things, like they have sports activities, they have cooking clubs, they have game clubs, they have art clubs, they have different types of clubs. So I would recommend you asking your teachers when the clubs take place and seeing if you could join them. One thing I want to point out though, that in Japan, if you plan on joining a club, it's very important that you kind of constantly take part in that club. So if you don't want to make that kind of effort, I know that I used to just randomly go to different clubs. If the kids and teachers see that you're going to different clubs, they know that you just want to interact with the kids. So you're not forced to actually be part of the club. Another thing you could do, especially during elementary school, is play with the kids during recess. Recess in elementary schools, they usually have nakayasumi, which is between second and third period usually, and they have hiru yasumi, which is the recess time after lunch. Those are the times the kids get to play outside. Not only that, but they also like do stuff inside the classroom. So I know that I used to go outside and play dodgeball with the kids, or play hide and go seek, or play tag, different activities that the kids get to have fun with you. And also, like on rainy days, or when it gets really, really hot in the summer, or really, really cold in the winter, I would walk around the school during the recess, and then I would just talk with the kids and interact with them. This is one of the best ways to interact with the kids, because they actually get to talk to you, and they get to ask you questions, and they get to know who you really are. The last thing I want to emphasize, because I think this is really good too, is to please learn and use your students' names. It's really, really hard. I know when I first came here, I wasn't sure of Japanese names. So it was so hard for me to memorize names. But after a while, I got used to it. I started learning and memorizing the kids' names, and I actually started using them not only in the classroom setting, but also anytime I saw them. And the reason this is good is because there's two different angles to it. The first angle is kind of like, if the kids think you don't know their name, they feel like they're kind of fly under the radar. So they're not that encouraged to participate because you don't even know them. But not only that, anybody gets excited once you learn their name. So once you start using their names, they're like, oh, he knows who I am. He knows me personally, and they get so much more excited, and they're more likely to participate in your classes. That's why I really want to emphasize to please learn and use your kids' names as much as you can. So these are little tips that you could use either when you come to Japan for the very first time you start teaching as an ALT, or when old ALTs switch to new schools. The quicker you grow bonds with your students, the more likely classes are going to be easier, and you're going to have so much more fun. So please use any of these methods as much as you can. That way you could grow strong bonds with your students. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you're interested in future videos, please hit that subscribe button. And also, I have a Facebook group, so I'm going to include that link in the description below. If you want, please join the Facebook group, and that way you can easily interact with me and ask me questions personally. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching.